Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Sunday, the 27th of February 2022. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to use the Herbal Tarot for today's reading. Let's see what these cards want you to be aware of for Sunday the 27th and what energy you'll be working with. The first card is St. John's Word, the King of Swords. I used to take St. John's Word for depression, and I always said it as St. John's Wort, because that's how it's spelled. But whenever I went into the pharmacy to buy it, they'd correct me. They'd say, oh, would you like some St. John's Word? Okay. Let me know if that's right or wrong. Then we have Chamomile, that's the Ace of Swords. And then finally, we have Cayenne, which is Strength. Okay. So I feel that you have the strength to have some real realizations about yourself that free you to act, or you're able to implement new structures in your life because of the information that appears today. So first of all, the King of Swords is a court card. The Queen of Swords appeared earlier in the week. The Queen of Swords is someone who looks at an existing situation, is able to analyze it to perfection. She looks at every detail and she's able to create meaning. And she's really the biggest intellect ever who's able to solve any kind of problem. The King of Swords is someone who is inspired and has these amazing, great ideas, which is underlined and emphasized here by the Ace. And he's able to generate new circumstances. So he can look at himself and learn and understand who he is and as a result, what he can do about it. Or he's able to see what the plan is for the future, or what the desire is, and then how to go about achieving that goal. Or he's able to look at a situation where there's a vacuum, where there's something missing, and he's able to use his intellect to invent something to fill that gap and to provide something new and original that's going to benefit him and other people. The sword also is able to cut both ways, so he's able to look at both sides of the coin. He's able to make great decisions. And then we've got this butterfly floating around in the back. His ideas are transformative to the extent that his whole world changes and he as an individual changes because he's able to see clearly, and it's not just inward in that sense of I listen, I learn, I read, I hear, but then also I process that information and I put my own stamp on it. I create something unique with the information that I've received. So let's have a look at what the St. John's is all about. And I'm deliberately not saying it. Okay, so sword, where are we? The King. A fanatical seeker of truth, the apex of integrity in all worldly pursuits, a strong character with a piercing glance. Wow, okay, so not only are you able to understand things, you're able to get to the core truth of a situation. So if you have a strong opinion, believe it. And don't let yourself kind of say, am I in the wrong here? Maybe I'm being too hard or not compassionate enough. If something clearly makes sense to you on this day, then stick with that. You'll see the situation clearly. But the sword is a weapon, and that's being highlighted to me today. So, if you see something about another person that's true, I mean, they say the truth hurts for a reason. You know what I mean? So the important thing is the understanding and then doing something with that understanding for yourself. So use the sword as a walking stick, I suppose. Don't use it to cut down other people. That's not going to work in your favor. And a strong character wouldn't do that anyway, but you're able to stand in your own power and to use your own strength without misusing it. So, if you use strength to get to through a difficult situation, then that's wonderful and great. If you use your strength to bully someone else into submission, then that's not so great. So I think that's the warning of the day. Next, we've got Chamomile, the Ace of Swords. Chamomile is really kind of something that's calming. And the Ace of Swords isn't calming. It's like a light bulb going off that says, ta-da, I get the message, I understand. Let's see what the booklet here says. Victory, attainment of complete self-acceptance and acceptance of others. That's not bad. inner peace and contentment. So there we go. This is a nice day, and the King of Swords is sitting. So I think that overall, things feel like you have control. You're able to rest. You're able to kind of gather your thoughts and your ideas, and you're able to come up with something really great. Plus, the universe does give you this gift. So the ideas are just going to be coming out of you. If you have felt like you've had writer's block, or you've felt stumped or uninspired or not particularly creative, take some time for yourself to go out in nature, whatever allows you to gather your thoughts. Some people have a moment of peace and quiet internally when they exercise. Other people get it through meditation. Others are inspired when they read works that are already out there written by other people. So you know yourself, whatever feels most interesting to you, pursue that. It will give you these great ideas. The acceptance of others, that's great, because that kind of deals with what I mentioned a moment ago about using the sword to potentially intimidate other people. If you accept other people, then you're not going to do that. So I don't think you need to worry so much there. I think the real victory is a victory of your ideas. Finally, the Strength card is the 8th card in the Major Arcana. So we've got a Court card, a Minor Arcana card, and a Major Arcana card. So it is a mixed bag. The day will kind of be up and down. I think it's important to pick your moments, to feel relaxed, and to allow yourself to daydream and think, and to pace yourself and not to kind of run this way and then that way. I feel that giving yourself some time on this day to kind of think by yourself and to have some peace and quiet, ultimately that's what's going to benefit you. So KN here, the Strength card. Power, strength, courage to face outer challenges. A person who's a mover. Okay. So you have the courage to actually listen to your own ideas and to do something with them. You know, if you have the idea for the next vacuum cleaner, you're going to be like, well, or a lot of people will say, well, you know, I'm sure Mr. Dyson has thought of this already, so I might as well just ignore it. It's the people who actually do something with those ideas, they're the ones who benefit. And I think most of us are guilty of saying, oh, I'm sure someone else out there has already thought of this. Let me just get back to work or my regular schedule. So believe in your inspirations and ideas. They will pay off. And the courage to face outer challenges, I don't think that's going to be a huge issue, because you accept other people, you accept the circumstances, so you're not resisting them. The only challenge that I feel is just not believing in yourself. Isn't cayenne pepper? Yeah, these are peppers, aren't they? So those spice things up. So you have the strength to make the day really interesting. And even you have the day to, you have the strength to make your life more interesting by doing something with your own amazing ideas and changing the fabric of your everyday life. So if it feels interesting, if it feels original, embrace it, go with it, and act. Number-wise, we've got the King of Swords, that's 1. The Ace is also 1, so 1 and 1 is 2, and 8 is 10. 10 in numerology reduces to 1, so we've got 1, 1, 1. So that's all about a new beginning and taking charge of the situation, being in control, being the boss, being the pioneer, and creating the world as you see it, not responding to what already is. So you're the master creator here, you're the magician, you're the person in charge. Self-doubt and dismissing yourself for the sake of comfort or whatever it may be is inappropriate, because the universe is handing you something on a silver platter today. So see it as the gift that it is and value it. I was going to say don't look a gift horse in the mouth, but that isn't quite right, because it's about getting this great idea and then just kind of dismissing it and poo-pooing it. So don't underestimate your own ideas is what I mean. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, scroll down a little bit until you get to the Book Your Readings button. Click on that to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. I use the tarot, astrology, numerology, and my intuition in my personal reading. So if you have any questions about your certain ideas that you've got lined up, which one would be most successful, or how to use your strength effectively, or what's coming up in future, or where the best place is for you to live, or if you have any questions at all really, then please do get in touch with me. I hope you have an amazing Sunday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.